Okay, let's look at the knight. The knight turns in a way that no other piece can turn. Okay, some people call it the L shape. You have all type of names. Anyway, the knight can move up, down, left, and right, but the catch is it must turn. So I call it the 1-2 turn. Okay, so let's start off going up. The knight can move, so when it starts off, it has to move two squares and turn. So the knight goes 1, 2, but it cannot stay on the second move. It has to turn. Okay, so going up, you must turn left or right. 1, 2, turn left. Okay, go back down. Go up again. 1, 2, turn right. So every time you move your knight, you're always trying to move on your turn towards the left and towards the right. And if you're going left, you want to try to go 1, 2, turn up or 1, 2, turn down. Okay, so the knight, it moves twice and then it either turns right, turn left, turn up, or turn down. So let's try it. Okay, from this position, you never count the square you're actually on. You count the squares that you're going to move to. So 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn up. One, whoop, too much. 1, 2, turn down. Okay, now let's go right. 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn down. Okay, let's go up. 1, 2, turn left. One, oh, 1, 2, turn right. Let's go down. 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. So you're always either turning left, turning right, turning up, turning down. Okay? Let's try it again on a different square. Let's go down. 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. Let's try up. 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. Let's go left. 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn down. Let's go right. 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn down. Okay, so from this square, the knight has access to 8 different squares. Okay, so keep in mind that the knight is moving across 2 squares and then it must turn up, down, left, or right. If you're moving up, you must turn left or right. If you're moving down, you must turn left or right. If you're moving towards the left or the right, then you must turn up or down, or try to turn up and down. Okay, depends on where your knight's positioned on the chessboard. Okay, so let's move the knight closer towards the edge of the board. Now, as you can see, that you don't have 2 squares going up. So that means that the knight cannot move up. In order to move a knight, it has to go across 2 squares. If it cannot go across 2 squares, then you can't go that direction. We only have 1 square going up, so that means you cannot go up. Okay, so now I'm going down. We only have 1 square going down, so we cannot go down. That's not an option. In this position, we only have 1 square going right, so the knight cannot move towards the right. In this position, we only have 1 square going left, so we cannot move the knight going left. But from here, we have 2 squares going down, so we can actually go 1, 2, turn left, 1, 2, turn right, 1, 2, turn up, 1, 2, turn right, 1, 2, turn left, turn up, 1, 2, turn down. So we go 1, 2, turn up, 1, 2, turn down, 1, 2, turn up, 1, 2, turn down. That's how a knight moves. Okay, like a wheel. 8 different squares. Now, if we move the knight towards the top of the board or the bottom, you see we only have 1 square going up. So we cannot go up at all. We can go down. We could go 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. We have 2 squares going left, so we can go left. We can go 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn down. We can go towards the right. 1, 2, turn up. 1, 2, turn down. Okay, see in this position, we do not have 8 squares. We only have 6 now because we don't have the option to go up. Okay, so it depends on where the knight is at. You don't have access to 8 squares. You might have 6. Let's move the knight up more. Okay, we can't go up. We have no squares going up, but we can go down. 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. Okay, so let's go right. 1, 2, turn down. 1, 2, turn. We cannot turn up, so there's no turn up. We can turn down. Let's go left. 1, 2, turn down. 1, 2, can we turn up? Nope. So now the knight only have access to 4 squares. You see? So the closer you are to the edge of the board, you have less squares to access. This is why knights are more dangerous in the middle of the board. You want your knight to attack more squares as possible. Least squares, the knight is less effective. So let's move the knight closer to the edge of the board and close to the corner. Let's try it. Can we go up? No. There's no squares. Can we go left? No, because only 1 square. We need 2 squares. We can go down. We have 2 squares to go across. 1, 2, we can turn left. We can go 1, 2, and turn right. Let's go right. 1, 2, we can turn down. 1, 2, we cannot turn up. So that means we only have access to 3 squares now. So we went from 8 to 6 to 4, now 3. Let's get the knight into the corner top. We notice that we have no squares going left. We have no squares going up, but we have squares going towards the right. So we'll go 1, 2, turn down, but there is no turn up option, okay? So now let's go down. We have 2 squares going down. 1, 2, turn right, but we cannot 1, 2, turn left, so our options are out. The knight can only move to 2 squares from this position. So it depends on where the knight is placed, we have access to either 8 squares, 6 squares, 4 squares, or 3 squares, or 2 squares. Okay, so you want your knight in the middle of the board so you can access as many squares as possible. That's what makes the knight strong and dangerous. Now notice this tip. Wherever your knight is placed, your turn square must be the opposite color. As you can see, our knight is on light, so our turn squares must be on dark. And if your knight is on dark, then your turn squares must be on light. Okay, 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. 1, 2, turn left. 1, 2, turn right. 1, 2, turn up, opposite color. 1, 2, turn down, opposite color. 1, 2, turn up, opposite color. 1, 2, turn down, opposite color. Okay, so that is how the knight is moved. Now, if you're confident that you got it, then you go back to this website, you go to Chess Lessons, Learn, and you click the knight, how to move the knight, and try to get the stars. Okay, try to get 2 or 3 stars in that lesson, and you'll be pretty good at moving the knight. Okay, any questions? Leave a comment. Thank you.